If you like this video, why not subscribe? Hey Internet filmmakers, welcome to episode 5 of The Frugal Filmmaker, the place where we show you how to make your movie without spending a lot. Today we're going to talk about getting that perfect exposure out of your video camera, and how you do this is first you get a camera that allows you to adjust manual exposure. The next thing you'll need is a gray card, something similar to this, and I'll show you how to get one of these for free, and if you're too lazy to do that, you can always use this. Okay, now this is the table that I build all my construction projects on, and you might recognize this dimmer from episode 1. This is going to be my subject, and to illustrate the point of what I'm talking about on how to get a perfect exposure, I'm recording from the analog outs on my camera so you can see all the on-screen displays, which will explain why there's a resolution drop from HD to SD. So what you want to do is you want to take your 18% gray card and put it over your subject, or have your subject hold it, and zoom in on it in auto exposure mode, and the camera will adjust itself according to that gray card. And on this Canon HFS 100, if I have to press the photo key, you can see the f-stop and shutter speed. So there it is. It's a f-stop of a 2.8 and 1/30th shutter speed. And then when I can now set the exposure to manual, and notice the shutter speed and f-stop are still there. And then as I zoom out, I have maintained the f-stop and shutter speed. It will now no longer adjust. And that is a perfect exposure for this image. Another thing that this really helps with is that it can tell you if you have enough light. Now with some of these cameras on the upper end, you can turn off the gain. And what the gain is when the camera will actually add noise to the image so you can see more. But of course adding noise degrades your picture, so you don't want that. But this camera, and I think the Canon series, the HV series, HV20, 30, and 40, and the HF series, HF 100, 200, HFS 100, 200, etc. Will give you a little warning light if there's not enough light coming into your image by using this gray card as well. So we're going to zoom back into the gray card, and I'm going to turn off one of my lights, which will darken the image. We'll go back to auto, and it'll reset itself, still to 2.8 and 130, and go back to manual. Now notice the blinking 0 at the top of the screen basically is telling me there's not enough light. I have no latitude in order to add brightness under the current lighting conditions, so I need to add light. So I'll turn my light back on, I'll go back to auto, lock it in manual, and notice the 0 has stopped blinking, and I actually have some latitude that I can adjust back and forth. And that is how you use this gray card. Now if you don't have a gray card, or if I said in the intro you're too lazy to get one, you can always use this, the palm of your hand. Now notice as I go back to auto, the f-stop is 1.8 and it's back to 1/60th, which is what it was before I added the gray card. But if you zoom in on your hand and do the same thing, notice it's f2.8 and 1/30th. I'll now lock it, and notice how much latitude I have now to adjust brightness, even though I'm not going to, compared to using the gray card. And zoom out, and your perfect exposure is again locked using the palm of your hand. If you want to get your own fancy schmancy free gray card, check out the YouTube sidebar here for instructions on how to do that. And if you're saying to yourself, I can't afford a camera that has manual exposure, all I can afford is something like a flip. Well, you're in luck, because Sanyo makes a camera, the Exactly CG10, that has manual exposure as well as manual everything else, and it only costs $150. That's the camera I would get if that were my budget. If you like this tip, please come to thefrugalfilmmaker.com for more, and check us out on Facebook, Twitter, and Instructables. See you next time.